Good morning, adventurers! Guess what? It is time to travel again, and I'm leaving out for about a month this time. So we're gonna go on some crazy adventures. I have a few products to test out while I'm on the road, so I'm really hyped to bring you not only adventures but reviews. But before it can get started, we have to make it out of town. So I've gassed up, I'm about to hit the road, and we're about to leave North Texas and head out for our first adventure. So let's get going. All the way out to Paris, Texas, where you might remember I showed you the Texas Eiffel Tower. But there's something else here I wanted to check out while we're in this area, and it is actually a huge veterans memorial that is really cool. Now I know this isn't something that just everybody's gonna want to stop off at, but I find that they're really cool to pay respect to those who have served our country and also done some really amazing things for us. So the Paris Memorial is a little different than the others that you'll find, and let me show you why. It's one of the coolest places that pretty spectacular about this park. All of these are the real pictures. They've just etched them onto the stones. When you're here, you can actually see things that have happened and see the actual people. This is a really cool 9/11 memorial also, so they don't just limit it to those who have served in the wars like Korea or World War I or World War II. It's an overall memorial for our country, so it's really I like to stop off at these places is because you can never say thank you enough. And so the memorial here is pretty cool because it's very much so an outstanding display of saying not only thank you, but also to honor those who have served who may still be living. So it's a really neat place to stop off right next to the Eiffel Tower, and a great way to pay tribute to a little bit of history along the way. So I encourage you to always try to at least see these. Something a little different, but at the same time something really cool while you're traveling. Again. I had to stop for gas. The one inevitable thing of going anywhere is you're always going to have to get gas. So I used my Gas Buddy app and found gas for $2.45 a gallon. That's going to be probably the best that I'm going to find in this area and all the way up into Arkansas. So I am psyched. Our goal is to make it to Lake DeGray tonight. That's going to be stop number 1. I'm going to set up shop there, test out some equipment, and make some really yummy food. And so I'm about 2 hours out from Lake DeGray right now. Stopped off at this gas station. Yep, there we go, getting the tank filled. So this is gas stop number 1, and I'm in Oklahoma. Can I just add though that it's awesome to have an economy car. My car gets like 35 to 40 miles a gallon usually, so I just filled up for $21. 21 bucks. I'm gonna go about 350 to 400 miles depending. Well worth it. Economy car, since we have like 2 more hours to go, we're totally gonna make a stop of this. Stretch our legs, see what weird tourist stuff that they have. They always have tourist stuff at Love's. And yeah, then get back on the road. I should be getting there by like 5 today, which is perfect. I'll have plenty of time to set up my tent and enjoy my space. Along the way, I found this really awesome Corps of Engineers campsite, and while it's not exactly where I want to be in Arkansas, I came to check it out. As you can see, there's a highway that I exited off of right there, and then you come down and it has about 10 campsites right here on this awesome river. So it's pretty cool, it's really quiet. They have some really nice campsites. I'm gonna show you those, and I might have to come back through here on my way home and stay here instead of at Lake DeGray, because this is really peaceful. It is a Saturday afternoon. There's no one on this side. There's some people on the other side over there, but this side's completely empty, and it's very nice. It's just a little bit wet from some recent rains, so maybe that's what's stopping people. I don't know. It's awesome though, and I'm gonna go check out a little bit more of the campground and then hit the road. This is so pretty. It's so green. Everything here is just absolutely awesome. There's a whole other camping loop over here. It's currently closed because it looks like they've had some flooding, but the trees over here are amazing. So I'm gonna check them out and take a few pictures because this is really cool. I'm so excited that I found this place, and yeah, it's a great place just to explore in the car, and then I hiked around a little bit too. So let me show you these awesome trees. I'm gonna post a picture probably right here. Yeah, look at that. Aren't they awesome? It's really cool. I'm so happy to find this. Okay, so I finally made it to my campsite, and I'm really excited. It's so bright outside right now, and I was kind of thinking it was gonna rain, so positive. Yes! This brings me to a couple of different things. Oh my goodness, I got bit by a mosquito a while ago. No! Anyway, to the positive and to the reminders. Since I am camping, I did a little vlog about solo female travel. Well, as you can see, the car is full of my stuff, but I'm the only traveler this time. So one of the things that I want to talk to you about is making sure that you're safe when you're camping by yourself. Now, one of the things that I did before I actually got down to my campsite was I dropped a pin and made sure somebody knew where I was. So that way they can know that I'm A-okay and I made it to my destination. You should always do that. Have a safety buddy. You should also carry some kind of protection with you. Now, there's a lot of things that people think about whenever they think about protection, like a gun or a knife or a hammer or strange things like that. I actually have two forms of protection with me at all given times. This time I brought a pickaxe. I know that sounds really weird, but I feel like it could be useful in so many other applications, like hammering in my tent stakes and breaking up small firewood if I need it. Cool, that works. And then also I brought something that I'm really excited about. It's my first item of gear that I'm gonna test out. It is my Midland two-way radio. It has an SOS feature. So not only does it tell me the weather, but it also gives me the SOS feature. So if something happens to me, I can hit that, and it's so annoying and loud, and I don't wanna send it off right now because there's some people camping like right over there, and I don't want to scare them, but I will show you the radio in just a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and get my tent set up, and then we'll check out this site a little bit more. There's a boat ramp over here, some bathrooms, which I'm gonna say are a little bit sketchy, but they're bathrooms, so that's a bonus. We're not completely primitively camping, but I need to get some of this stuff out of the car because I didn't get it put in here exactly how I wanted, and about halfway through the trip it kind of shifted, so it looks crazy. But yay! Now that that's all finished, I'm gonna get some stuff out, put it in the tent so I can sleep comfortably, and I'm gonna go ahead and cook some dinner because I'm starving. Been going since 9 o'clock this morning, and it's like 5:30 about, so I just want to be able to relax and enjoy this lake and the sound of the water, and call it a night early probably tonight. I don't want to stay up very late. I just want to relax. That's the whole point of being out here, is to relax. So now I've finished cooking and I'm working on some things, and I have this awesome little fan right here, and it is keeping me so much cooler. It's really muggy outside today, and just this little tiny fan is like giving me new life. So it's allowing me to get some work done. And like I said, I bring my laptop everywhere because I need to work on things. And so I'm doing some Campground reviews and some other reviews as well. I actually got out my Midland radio so I could check out a few things. There were some clouds earlier, and this has 10 different weather stations on it that will scan through and tell you if anything's bad going on. Nothing came up that was bad, so I am so happy. I might even be brave enough to sleep with my rain fly off, which will make my tent a lot cooler. We will see. I don't necessarily trust that no water is going to like come down randomly still because of the clouds, but if anything bad was happening, this would tell me. I also take this with me everywhere because it has an SOS button on it, so it literally stays in my tent with me. It goes places with me. There's only a few places I can't take it, and that's because, you know, you can't have two-way radios in certain areas. Like going to DC, they don't want you walking around with a two-way radio in the Smithsonian. I get it. But what it does is if I hold it down, it makes this horrible noise, like really bad. And it's set there so that for one, if something bad is happening, you have an SOS. But for two, if you get lost from your party or something, you can let your party know where you're at. I don't advise doing that in large crowds of people. It's gonna freak people out. But you can do this like when Pam and I were hiking in the Grand Canyon. We could talk to each other and tell each other, hey, I'm here. I'm here. And if one of us had an incident where we got hurt, we could hit the SOS and then we could be safe. So I was kind of testing out some different features on that with the weather though, because that's a really neat feature. I'm gonna finish up my dinner, clean up my dishes, and my grill's almost cool enough to put up now. So I like to put everything away at night. I'm gonna do that and then finish up these couple things on my laptop, and that's pretty much what I do. When I get to a campsite, I relax because I drove all day. It was like 7 hours, and tomorrow's gonna be a jam-packed day again. So tomorrow's gonna be more activities, but tonight I'm just gonna take it easy. And I might go sit over here by the water in a minute, and that could feel pretty amazing actually. We'll see. Guys, we're in the tent. It's nighttime. As you can see, I do have a lamp on, and I'm gonna keep this fan on tonight because it's still pretty muggy. But day one is in the books. We made it. Whoop whoop. And now I'm about to go to bed. I have a long day tomorrow. Today was more of a driving day, so it wasn't quite as exciting, even though we did get to check out some other campgrounds. We got to get settled at this one and start the grand trip. We have a lot of days ahead though, so I hope that you liked today's video. If you did, please hit the little like button. Always remember to subscribe, and if you have any places that you would like to see me go, you can always leave a comment below, and I will try to work them into one of my journeys. You guys have suggested some really cool places that are actually going to be on this trip, so yay, thank you, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning.